Short Track Parts, giving away the $100 to the best appearing car. Jared Delk picked up that extra bonus money here in the Crate Racing USA Winter Shootout Series 604 late models. We will see Jared coming up momentarily, and we believe we'll see him in the fourth heat in his 118. So it looks like they are finalizing running in this extra top side of the racetrack, just trying to level things out, making sure that top side is still an option as we go into the late stages of the evening. So for the race fans that are watching on Facebook and on YouTube, hello and welcome to the Hornets' Nest, the Talladega Short Track. It is day number 2 in the 34th Annual Ice Bowl. My name is Cody Early. Glad to be with you here on this Friday evening. Late model Mark in the house as well. We are inside of the facility of Talladega Short Track, where over 420-plus entries have came calling for a weekend full of racing. It has been an absolutely beautiful, yes, chilly, we know, but it has been a beautiful Friday. We would love to have you here tomorrow if you can make it. If not, hope you got a good seat at Crate Racing USA TV and you're able to watch the rest of the Ice Bowl weekend. Getting ready to dive into the second half of our racing program tonight. It is the Roger Dabbs Performance Parts Crate Racing USA Dirt Late Model Series Winter Shootout, race number 1 weekend, where a $4,000 payday will be handed out coming up tomorrow. The field will start to stack up 2 by 2 on the back straightaway. They will get the indication next time by. It will be green flag racing for the first time in 2025. The Crate Racing USA Winter Shootout Series will come to life weekend number 1 out of 4 for the 10th season of the Roger Dabbs Performance Parts Crate Racing USA Winter Shootout Series. Front row, it's going to be Sam Seawright. It's going to be John Ownby. Row 2, Will Harrington and Jake Rainey. 2 by 2, they line up. They will make their way into turns 3 and 4 to the VP Racing Lubricant Smooth and Clean starting box. It is time to go. Green flag is in the air. Seawright will have the launch down into 1 and 2. On the bottom, it'll be Ownby. Here comes Jake Rainey. Going to get the door cut off by Will Harrington. Hayden Cardwell's going to slip by, and they are beating and banging off of turn 2 already. Cardwell, Harrington, nose to tail. Jake Rainey trying to get the top side going. Just nothing doing up there right now. Oh, and around goes the 3 right in the middle of the field, and Luke Bennett will bring out the first Whelen Engineering caution flag of the night. And that's going to come with officially 1 lap scored in the books. So the 3 car of Luke Bennett out of Ethel, Louisiana is going to bring out the first yellow, and that happened down in the center of turns 1 and 2. No harm, no foul. Went right dead center in the middle of turns 1 and 2 when that happened. As we'll take a look now at your Crate Racing USA TV replay, as you'll see the field dive down into turns 1 and 2. Here's a good look at it. Bennett's on the bottom, right beside the white and blue 07. There we see he'll go down into turns 1 and 2. Kind of gets underneath of Hayden Cardwell and just kind of loops it around. No harm, no foul. Didn't see any contact there. So they are letting the 3 know that he has to drop to the tail end of the field. Yeah, there was absolutely no contact. It looked like he just kind of looped it around on his own, as we did get 1 lap officially scored in the books. So 9 laps to go for Luke. We'll see if that's enough time for him to crawl back to the front. 1 to go being displayed. So Sam Seawright, as we mentioned, no career Winter Shootout Series wins and 4 career starts. He would love to put his name on one of those Ice Bowl trophies. We're back underway out of turn 4. Big launch for him now. It'll be Hayden Cardwell that's going to set his sights on the leader, but not so fast. John Ownby's going to look to the inside. They'll go side by side for second, down into 3 and 4. Will Harrington just slips into your picture there in the black 86. He's in the transfer spot, but this is the battle for second and third. Ownby to the bottom, Cardwell to the top. He ran the top side very good here 1 year ago, and the 07's going to take the second spot down into turns 3 and 4. Not missing anything out front right now. Sam Seawright on a Sunday, well, I should say a Friday evening cruise. 1.591 the gap back to second. Cardwell will fully take control of that second spot now, with John Olby just out of your picture. And there you see Will Harrington in the 86, the Hawkinsville Hustler. He's solid right now in that fourth spot. Got a very comfortable advantage over Donald Johns, who's running fifth. And there you see a gaggle as Luke Bennett started to come back through the field. Jake Rainey's there, also the 242. That's Steve Kirk, the black and red machine. And Rainey, not the heat race he wanted, started fourth, and they'll cross the stripe this time. And right now, Rainey's running in the 8th spot. So 6 laps officially in the books that time by for Sam Seawright. 4 more circuits to go here at the Talladega short track here in Chevrolet Performance Heat Race number 1. As the top 4 has kind of spread themselves out, Donald Johns and Victor Turner Jr. are the first 2 on the outside looking in, and they've kind of separated themselves from everybody. As here's Jake Rainey in 8th, Steve Kirk at 9th. No problem at all for the 16 of Sam Seawright as he will come off of turn number 4. He will see 2 laps to go here in our first Chevrolet Performance Heat Race of the night. Into turns 3 and 4, he will look for the white flag. Going to try to pull the double duty. Of course, he's got his super late model here as well. He'll go down the back straightaway one final time and down into turns 3 and 4. Fort Payne, Alabama's Sam Seawright will rocket off of turn 4, and he will pick up the first of 4 Chevrolet Performance Heat Race wins. Hayden Cardwell is going to go second. It'll be John Olby third, and it will be Will Harrington taking the 4th and final transfer spot. So Sam Seawright picks up the win in Chevrolet Performance Heat Race number 1. The driver to Fort Payne, Alabama, the Longhorn Cove to Coast machine, J&R Excavating, Baird Racing, Farm Systems number 16. He picks up Heat Race number 1, presented by Chevrolet Performance. So he will find himself locked in along with Hayden Cardwell, John Olby, and Will Harrington as well. They are locked in to the show. So heat race number 2 will get ready to make its way out onto the racing surface. Once again, the top 4 will continue to advance into tomorrow's 4,000 to win main event. Of course, racing gets underway tomorrow once again, 10 a.m. Things will get moving as we take a look at the starting lineup for what will be Chevrolet Performance Heat Race number 2. On the front row, 2 times he's went to victory lane. He's out of Blairsville, Georgia, the 22 of Tucker Anderson. Tis outside out of Cahuta, Georgia. It'll be the 14 of Kate Brookshire. Row number 2, in the 2, it'll be Bo Slay out of Milton, Florida. And to his outside, the K5, it'll be David Kay of Lincoln, Alabama. Row number 3, one of the youngsters looking to chase the Winter Shootout Series Championship out of Moultrie, Georgia, the 12 of Chase Giddens. And to his outside, another driver looking to possibly chase the championship as well. Out of Douglasville, Georgia, the 15 of Marty Massey. Row number 4 in the 7Ts out of Greenback, Tennessee, it'll be Tyler Price. And to his outside, starting 8th out of Ottawa, Tennessee, the 369 of Andy Picklesheimer. Row number 5 in the 24, he comes out of Blue Ridge, Georgia, it will be Seth Wimpy. And out of Hueytown, Alabama, the F97, that'll be Lee Burdett, the grandson of Red Farmer. And the final starter on the field out of Rookville, Georgia, it'll be the 35 of Daniel Castile. Those are the 11 cars that will make up Chevrolet Performance Heat Race number 2. 4 more drivers will advance out of this heat race, makes their way to tomorrow night's main event. So Tucker Anderson, of course, his 2 Winter Shootout Series wins came at East Bay last year. Picked up 2 prelim night wins. Fell short on the final night. He's trying to get his Ice Bowl weekend started off in fine fashion, as he will have to his outside Kate Brookshire. Bo Slay and David Kay will be behind them as we get ready for Chevrolet Performance Heat Race number 2. So once again, we want to welcome race fans that are watching from across the world. If you are checking us out on the Facebook page or on the YouTube channel, welcome to the Hornets Nest, Talladega Short Track. 420-plus entries here this weekend. We have had a really fun day today so far, and we have just got into the heat of things here on this Friday evening. Heat races and features the rest of the way. Hey, if you want to join us for the rest of the weekend and watch these drivers chase these Ice Bowl championships, make sure you get your subscription at Crate Racing USA TV and watch us live for the rest of the weekend. We thank you for joining us. Hey, do us a favor. Hit the like button, hit the share button, invite your friends. Make sure they check out all the racing action here this weekend with Crate Racing USA TV. There's a great look from the VP Racing Lubricant Smooth and Clean camera down there. That is actually on one of those infield tires. We were trying to place our over-under on how long that tire lasts. We'll see. I know the TV crew's probably hoping it lasts the rest of the weekend, I'm sure. So, field is stacked up 2 by 2. Those beautiful Whelen Engineering caution lights are out. Next time by, we will light the fuse for 10 laps in Chevrolet Performance Heat Race number 2. Top 4 will come from this second heat race. Halfway home after this one with 2 more Chevrolet Performance Heat races to come. Tucker Anderson will lead the field into the VP Racing Lubricant Smooth and Clean starting box. We're underway. Good jump by Tucker. Everybody else kind of sorts their way through. And boy, Chase Giddens really got the bottom. He's going to go all the way to the transfer spot in turn 1. He'll go from 5th to 4th, looking for 3rd. A little bit of contact there from Kay and Brookshire. Oh, in trouble. Marty Massey's going to go around going into turn 3. And the Whelen Engineering caution lights will come on, and our first yellow will fly. That was back towards the back half of the field. We will see, and yes, that one lap is complete. So Chase Giddens will hold on to that 4th spot. What a move from the youngster. We mentioned 2nd in the inaugural Crate Racing USA Late Model Sportsman Tour points a year ago, the new 602 series. Finished 2nd. Here's your Ice Bowl replay with Crate Racing USA TV. There's Massey in the black 15. He's underneath Bo Slay. You kind of got to think maybe he got in there a little too hot as he followed the 7 car of Tyler Price into turn 3. Couldn't really tell if he got on the binders or not. But it looks like all 4 corners of that 15 are okay. Unfortunately, he's going to have to drop to the tail of the field. The field will pass by with 1 lap. Still 9 to go on the board. Once again, race fans, thanks for hanging out with us here this weekend. If you're watching at home on the Facebook page and the YouTube channel, giving you a free preview as we have officially got underway with the second part of our afternoon here at the Talladega Short Track. It's heat races and features the rest of the way tonight. Then we'll start back up tomorrow at 10 a.m. Central Time with B mains, and then it is main events tomorrow afternoon the rest of the way. So they will indicate 1 to go. Next time by, we will go back underway as those Whelen Engineering caution lights will get ready to extinguish on the front straightaway as they do. Next time by, we'll go back green. Thanks for all the folks that are watching and hanging out. Crate Racing USA TV. Even got some folks watching aboard the cruise with the Champions Cruise. Seen a photo. The Greshams are watching. Looks like Mario, that's the most rest Mario's had in probably 364 days, I would say, as Tucker Anderson will get ready to lead us back into the KRC Power Steering Restart Zone. We're back underway. Everybody kind of looking for grip off the turn. Brookshire will have the 2nd spot. Good battle for 3rd and 4th. Kay's going to come up the racetrack. Here comes Chase Giddens. The youngster will look to the inside of David Kay. Side by side for 3rd and 4th. Both of them are in for now. How long will that stay? Depends on, I guess, how hard they get to racing, because Bo Slay's trying to put himself in the show. Still side by side for 3rd. Giddens will take the bottom spot. Here comes David Kay. Get another run off the top side. Will he make it work down into turns 3 and 4? He'll float off the center and open the door. Here comes Bo Slay. Bo Slay just slipped right by Kay for the transfer and contact with Bo Slay and David Kay. And how about that? Slay held on to it. fight for the final spot to lock in and not have to race one of those two Roger Dabbs Chevrolet B-Mains tomorrow. David Kay now is hung on the top side. He's heading backwards. Tyler Price will slip under the 5. We'll see if David can get this top side working. Right now, he is dropping spots in a hurry. Bo Slay's going to have the final transfer spot. 5 in and 5 to go. Looks like the 35 and Daniel Castile will call it a day. It is still way out front right now, Tucker Anderson. And now Tyler Price momentarily. You saw that fight for what would be the 3rd spot. I know that would be the transfer spot. Bo Slay's gotten around Chase Giddens, so that was a fight for the transfer. You saw there momentarily. As there you see Tucker. He's going to come around with 3 laps to go. There's the fight. There's the transfer spot on your screen. Chase Giddens in the white and blue 12, and Tyler Price in the 7, trying to get the 12 off the bottom. Can't quite do it right now. We'll split it up. Your leader's on your left. The battle for the transfer spot's on the right. And take a look at the top side of the racetrack. David Kay starting to build that momentum up, especially down here in turns 1 and 2. Does he have enough time? Tucker Anderson will come off turn 2. He'll rock it down the back straightaway with a 22 at 3.469 was the advantage last time to Cade Brookshire. He'll cross the stripe. White flags in the air for Tucker Anderson. Transfer spot is on your right. 12 of Chase Giddens for the moment has the final lock-in. Tyler Price is 1 spot on the outside looking in. Out of turns 3 and 4. Heat race number 2 will go to Tucker Anderson. Here comes Cade Brookshire. He'll have the 2nd spot. Bo Slay, he's in. Final transfer spot will go to Chase Giddens. So Tucker Anderson will start on the pole. He will hold things off and take Cade Brookshire with him. Bo Slay and Chase Giddens will take the 4th and final transfer spot into tomorrow night's 4,000 to win Ice Bowl main event. There you see the Blairsville, Georgia driver. In the Race Tech Capital by Richard Austin, Vincent Sim Constructions, Beaver Dam Trucking, J&J Construction, number 22. Hunting for what would be his 3rd career Winter Shootout Series win if he is able to put that car in victory lane tomorrow night. As there you see the My Race Pass staging lanes. That's where Chevrolet Performance Heat Race number 3 will get ready to roll out. Here's how they'll shake down. On the pole in the 112 out of Livonia, Georgia, it'll be Blake Kraft. Row number 2 out of Ottawa, Tennessee, it'll be the P7 of Matt Stewart. Row number 2 out of Newport, Tennessee, it'll be the 17 of Josh Henry. And his outside, the only driver that was guaranteed a starting spot in the Ice Bowl tomorrow because he won the big qualifier later in 2024 out of Alabaster, Alabama, the 46 of Diesel Jones. Row number 3 out of Marietta, Georgia, the 71, it's Cody Haskins. And his outside in the 4 out of Locust Grove, Georgia, it's Colton Herbert. Row number 4 out of Milton, Florida, in the 47, it's James Gilmore. And his outside out of Tyrone, Georgia, in the 66, it's Jody Knowles. Row number 5 in the 7, he comes out of Gray, Georgia. It'll be the 7 of Matthew Smith. The 94 of Holden Allen from DeLand, Florida, will roll off 10th. And your final starter will come from Glen Morrill, Louisiana. It's the 25 of Todd McKellar. So 2 heat races in the books and 2 more to go to seal up the preliminary action for the Rogers Dabbs Performance Parts Crate Racing USA Dirt Late Model Series Winter Shootout. By the way, you can follow us online. Pull out those cell phones and type in Crate Racing USA. That's Crate Racing USA. Leave the G off racing. And like and share the Facebook page and keep up to date all season long as the series will make its way throughout the winter. And then, of course, the 21st season of the Roger Dabbs Performance Parts Crate Racing USA Dirt Late Model Series season will get underway at the end of March at the 2nd Annual Southern Heritage Classic down at Needmore Speedway. We'll be there to kick off the 2025 campaign. The field will make its way down into turns 3 and 4. The VP Racing Lubricant Smooth and Clean starting blocks are underway. See if that one's going to stand. Well, it looked like Blake Kraft got a really good launch off of turn 4. We'll stay green off of turn 2. Nope, there they are. Wheeling engineer caution lights come on. And I kind of thought maybe Blake Kraft got a pretty good launch. They will stack him back up and try it again. So 4 more drivers will automatically lock into the show. Blake Kraft and Matt Stewart going to be on the front row of this one. We'll try to see if we can't even things out a little better. They're going to come right at you. If you're watching at home on Crate Racin USA TV, they're coming right to you in the VP Racing Lubricant Smooth and Clean starting box. As they will get into turns 3 and headed towards turn 4. Get ready to crank it up. Here we go. Lap number 1 of heat race number 3 comes to life now. Much better start. It's going to pay off for Josh Henry. He'll slip up to second. Battle for third. 3 cars under a blanket. That'll be the 7 machine of Stewart trying to hold off Cody Haskins. And here comes the 46 of Diesel Jones. Jones knows he's got a starting spot tomorrow. He's just trying to make sure he keeps all 4 corners on that 46. Right now, though, he's on the outside looking in of a transfer. Everybody kind of finding their way around the bottom right now. There you see Josh Henry in the orange and black 17. Matt Stewart there in the P7 trying to get back to that second spot where he started from. He'll peek to the inside, sticks the nose underneath the 17. Can't make it stick off a 2. Does it again in turn 3. Can he get the momentum on the bottom? Boy, got close, got tight. I think Stewart just kind of said, okay, you know, hey, I'm in right now. Cody Haskins, on the other hand, saying, hey, I'm under pressure. I got to go. Diesel Jones in the blue and orange and white 46. There you see him, the 4th car in that Tango. Trying to get around the former Sonoma Raceway champion and Cody Haskins. Cody's having some trouble keeping that car on the bottom. I tell you what, he opens that door again. If Diesel gets close enough, he may fill the gap. Only going to have about 5 laps to do it as we hit the halfway point. There you see Blake Kraft from Livonia, Georgia. He is sailing right now. He's opened up a 1 second advantage. Josh Henry on the right side. Well, that's the transfer. 71's Cody Haskins. He's in the transfer spot. As Diesel Jones and Colton Herbert trying to get there. It'll be 3 laps to go when they come by this time. You see Matt Stewart on the left side of your screen. Stewart's very comfortable sitting there running in the 3rd spot. Josh Henry going to have to be very smooth over the next few laps because it looks like Stewart out of Ottawa, Tennessee, a pair of Tennessee drivers going at it for that 2nd spot as we come to 2 laps to go. Final 2 circuits here at Chevrolet Performance Heat Race number 3. Diesel Jones just has not let up the pressure on Cody Haskins. He has stayed all over the fuel cell of that 71. White flag in the air. Final chance to make something happen. If you're Diesel Jones and trying to race your way in, but the 121 of Blake Kraft is right now on a cruise as he makes his way down into turns 3 and 4. Chevrolet Performance Heat Race number 3 will go to Livonia, Georgia's Blake Kraft. 2nd to Josh Henry. 3rd to Matt Stewart. The final transfer spot will go to Cody Haskins. So Cody Haskins will hold off Diesel Jones, and Diesel will have the chance to try to go to one of those B mains tomorrow, but he knows he is guaranteed a starting spot into the main event coming up on Saturday evening for locking in back in October. Actually, October the 26th, Diesel Jones locked in the Ice Bowl qualifier weekend, but Blake Kraft will pick up the win in Chevrolet Performance Heat Race number 3. Final heat race of the evening for the Rogers Dabbs Performance Parts Crate Racing USA Winter Shootout Series. Here's how they'll line up. On the pole in your fastest overall qualifier, picking up some bonus money this weekend. And that is from Extreme Towing and Recovery, a $100 bonus from them great folks. It'll be Jimmy Thomas. Next weekend, he'll officially be awarded his 2nd career Crate Racing USA National Tour Championship. He'll be on the pole in the USA 1. He'll have the K37 of Drew Kennedy to his outside. Another driver looking to crown himself the Winter Shootout Series champion at the end of the deal. The 18, it'll be Austin Yarborough out of Little River, South Carolina. He has 2 career prelim wins to his credit. To his outside, the most recently crowned Crate Racing USA Late Model Sportsman Tour champion out of Huntsville, Alabama, the 67 of Logan Bradford. Row number 3, the 24 of Locust Grove, Georgia's Peyton Stevenson, and the newly awarded best-looking 604 out of Jamestown, Tennessee. It'll be the 118 of Jared Delp. Jared Delp picking up that bonus money from Short Track Parts. Row 4 out of Boonesville, Mississippi, the 12 of Morgan Lambert, and out of Maynardville, Tennessee, to his outside, starting 8th, the 5 of Joshua Chesney. Inside, row 5 in the J8 out of McCleary, Mississippi, it'll be Bobby Jordan, and Cody Courtney will round out the 10-car field that make up Chevrolet Performance Heat Race number 4. 1 to go being given. And the final prelim of the night for the Crate Racing USA Winter Shootout Series 604s will get ready to come to life. Boy, what a season for Jimmy Thomas it was a year ago in the National Tour. We'll get to that in a minute. VP Racing Lubricant Smooth and Clean starting box. Here we go. Final heat race of the night's underway. Big jump for Jimmy Thomas. He'll lead the advantage in 1 and 2. Side by side for second. Kennedy has got a rear view mirror full of Austin Yarborough. Driving for Mark Fleischer in that 18 machine, but side by side for the transfer spot. Here comes Peyton Stevenson. He will get under Logan Bradford. Bradford goes from in to out in a hurry. There you see the 24. Scooby-Doo on the side of the Stevenson machine. The driver of Locust Grove, Georgia. 2 cars here this weekend. Colton Herbert's in their other car. He didn't make his way in, so Peyton Stevenson trying to put the 24 in the show. Right now, he's following the 18 of Austin Yarborough. Youngblood is what they call Yarborough. Oh, boy, maybe a little bit of shot in the fuel cell there from Stevenson. Both of them are in right now. Oh, Stevenson bobbled, and boy, can Logan Bradford take advantage of it. He couldn't quite do it right then, but if he does it again, Bradford's there. Bradford's kind of running the diamond shape, especially in the turns, goes in high, fades down in the center. Down here in 1 and 2, he just rotates the bottom better. Stevenson's not quite able to get that car all the way to the bottom of turns 1 and 2. If he does that again, the 67 may be able to fill the gap. 5 in, 5 to go, halfway home in our final heat race, Chevrolet Performance heat race of the night. We'll split the screen. On the left, your leader, Jimmy Thomas, in the Patrick Michelle-owned USA #1 Scorpion chassis is just flying right now. We'll see what the distance is. Him to Drew Kennedy, 1.693, the gap back to second. Stevenson on the right, he holds the transfer spot. Jimmy Thomas holds the lead. It'll be 3 laps to go. We mentioned Jimmy Thomas. What a year it was last year. Picked up his second Crate Racing USA National Championship. He did it in 2021. He did it last year. 85 career starts. That's 5th most all-time in the big series. 8 career wins. He's a 2-time winner in the Winter Shootout Series in 11 starts, and he looks to try to put 1 more on the board. As he comes off turn 4, he'll take the white flag with 1 to go. Down into turns 1 and 2, the battle for the transfer spot still pretty solid right now. Peyton Stevens has got that pretty much wrapped up, but into turns 3 and 4 for the final time. The final prelim for the Winter Shootout 604 late models. It is Jimmy Thomas picking up the heat race win. Drew Kennedy second. It'll be Austin Yarborough third, and the 4th and final transfer spot will go to Peyton Stevenson. So how about that? The champion from the National Tour from 1 year ago will lock himself in to tomorrow night's Ice Bowl, and him being the fastest qualifier unofficially, I will say unofficially, that should put him on the pole for tomorrow night's main event. So there you go. That wraps up the Roger Dabbs Performance Parts Crate Racing USA Winter Shootout Series heat races. Coming up, we got the Crate Racing USA Modified Sportsman. They'll be rolling out for their heat races coming up next.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to transition into the open wheelers, the Crate Racing USA Modifieds. We will have, since we had a monster field, we will have 4 heat races. Top four make it to the main event. The rest will be doing the B main thing tomorrow. Once cars pull out on the track, we'll give you the starting lineup. As the modifieds start to roll out on the speedway. All right, here is your starting lineup. This will be 8 laps. 8 laps. On the pole will be Brady Qualls out of Centerville, Tennessee in the D21, and the 28 of former weekly national champion Luke Riddle out of Hartselle. Row 2, the 01 of Corey Hillman out of Douglasville, Georgia, and the L4 of Logan Barnes out of Elora, Tennessee. Row 3, the 18 of Cody Stang out of Clanton, and the 18 of Cody Turner. Row number 4 will be the 99B of Steady Eddie Brannon out of Anniston, and the K18 of Kenny Taylor out of Dallas, Georgia. Next row, the T7 of Parker Thompson. He's out of the 99B of Steady Eddie Brannon out of Anniston, and the K18 of Kenny Taylor out of Dallas, Georgia. Next row, the T7 of Parker Thompson. He's out of Talladega. The 99B of Steady Eddie Brannon out of Anniston, and the K18 of Kenny Taylor out of Dallas, Georgia.